Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I apologize for my voice. I'm at the end of a cold, so it's going to be a little rough. So, today I wanted to go over the good, the bad, and the ugly of 2017. So I've got the list of books that I DNF'd, my favorite books, and my most disappointed books. So, let's get started. We're going to start on a medium note here and go with the DNFs. Now, every single one of these DNFs is simply because I just couldn't get into the story. It just, I don't know, it just didn't grab me, or, you know, I lost interest. It just, I tried, but it just didn't happen. So, first one we have is Thinner by Stephen King. Actually, I'll be honest, the reason that I stopped reading this is I think I've just watched the movie so much that I just couldn't get into the book. So, you know, that's just, unfortunately, because I was like, okay, I've never read Stephen King before, so I decided to give him a shot this year. And obviously I made a bad first choice, so we'll try again with something else at some point. So, that was one DNF. The next DNF I have is Dark Fever. I think I got like 100 pages in and I just couldn't, it wasn't grabbing me, unfortunately. I know a lot of people really love this series. I really wish I loved it too. It just didn't grab me, unfortunately. The next one I have is The Forbidden Library by Django Wexler. This is a middle grade book. I tried. I think I might try again. I tried the audiobook. I might try again. I'm not getting rid of it because it is middle grade. My daughter is 8. This might be something she's interested in at some point. So, you know, it'll be in my house for me to give a second chance to down the road. Because I really do like the concept of this book. Which is, you know, a magical library, magical creatures, that sort of thing. So, we'll see. And the last one. Oh, this kills me, and I hope my best friend isn't watching this. Wicked. By Gregory Maguire. This is essentially the prequel to The Wizard of Oz. So, we get to see, the Wicked Witch and the Good Witch pretty much in high school. You know, we get to see what happens in high school with them and afterwards. And I made it about halfway through this, and I just wasn't caring at all. I was literally just listening to it on audiobook just to say that I did it. And I was like, no, let's put me out of my misery. So, I stopped. Okay. Next up we have my most disappointed reads. So, first one. Secret Diary of a Call Girl. And it's by Anonymous, but it was previously published by Bella DeJour, who is the original, like the author, until they changed it. Long story short, it's like diary entries, which I love me diary entry stories. There wasn't enough detail in this for me. I wanted the raunchy details of what it's like to be a call girl. They didn't even get into, you know, the safety of being a call girl, you know, like hardly anything was talked about. And it was just, I was so disappointed in this book. So, I do not, if you want this kind of story without the raunchiness and the details, definitely pick it up. But that was not, I was here for the details, man. And they were not in here. So, the next one I have is The Pursuit of Happyness by Chris Gardner. I was really disappointed in this because this book was all about his childhood mostly. And like there was hardly anything about what the movie was about. So I just, again, I went in with, me and these movie books, man. I gotta stop that. So yeah, that's really all I wanted more of the time that was around the movie and not his childhood, so that's what happened. Also, do not audiobook this. Check out my review. I'll link it for you all over the place. So, and then My third disappointing book is Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh. I wish I bought this so I could have the pretty beautiful cover and get it framed, but outside of that, no. I don't want to say I had expectations, but between the cover and Japan, that has me sold. I'm trash for Japan. There's no, but it just, I wasn't into the story. I did read it all, but I just wasn't into it at all. I was hoping it would get better. I hope there was something I could grab onto, and there was the tea house, but that was just once. And so on to my favorite books of the year. So first we have You Don't Know Me by David Klass. This was a reread for me. I love this book. I love this book. Part of the reason I love this book so much is because I can relate so much to this. It is essentially a book about child abuse. I'll leave my review up there for you guys, but I love it. I can identify, like, I realize that one of the reasons I love this book so much is how much I can identify with it. So the next book that was in my top books is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. I hope I got that right because I don't have the book in front of me because it's out on loan to my aunt. This book was so good. So good. It was, oh man. This book had me going. It was on the edge of my seat, and I just, like, I listened to it on audiobook when I was working, so, like, when I don't have to force myself to stop listening, so it's like, okay, I have to go, like, be a mom and do things, so, but then it's like, okay, like, as soon as I hit play, like, the next day, it's like, whew, sucked back in. It was great. It was great. The audiobook, if you're not very energetic and if you're sleepy, it'll probably put you to sleep with his voice because it is just soothing like that. So just, you're warned on that, but otherwise, ooh, so good. So good. And then the last book of my top favorite books for 2017 is Still Alice. The author's name escapes me. Again, I don't have it in front of me because it's out on loan. Man, I really probably should have waited on loaning those books out, but that's okay. So Still Alice is a book about a woman who has early onset Alzheimer's. Like, I think she's like in her 50s. So it's just, it really hit home. It gave me all the feels, and it was really well written. Like, especially the audiobook, I would definitely recommend that. You are like feeling her anxiety when she has a lapse, like early on, like before she finds out like exactly what's going on, and just like what is going on, you know, like, oh, it just sucks you in. It gave me all the feels. It was so good. So good. So those are my good, bad, and ugly books of 2017. Let me know any of your thoughts on any of these books. If you did a video or a blog post like this, certainly link it down below. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to stop rambling because my camera has yelled at me enough about the size of this video. So I will see you in the next one. Later.